Hello, hello. In this video, I'm going to discuss what I learned about stock margins. I had my entire Robinhood portfolio transferred to my Fidelity account, and I'm really glad I did because I had to question what went down, and I'm going to show you what happened. This is just a screenshot of a handful of the stocks that I had transferred from Robinhood to Fidelity. And as you can see right here in this area right here, you see the word margin under the quantity of shares that I have in each stock. And this number 2, we didn't even get into that. But I did question, I said, why? Why did it come from Robinhood that way? And they told me it came from Robinhood that way. Well, if I didn't make the transfer, I wouldn't have learned what a margin is. And who is Robinhood to keep that from me? You know, I wasn't aware of it. I thought I had a cash position. But they transferred my portfolio, which probably angered them, to my Fidelity. I chose to do that, and I'm really happy I did. But what is a margin? You see how this looks here? I don't like that at all. And I'm really happy I called today. My stocks in Fidelity look like this, that I bought through Fidelity. This is just one example. If you follow me, I want to sell my airlines. I have 13 in American Airlines, but I'm waiting for them to go back up to $30, $40. They were in the mid-30s before the forced pause went on. So I'm going to hold on to this until everything goes back to normal and make a nice little profit. But it should look like this. That's the whole point of showing you this. Compare a charge card, using a charge card, to using a margin when you are investing in the stock market. How a margin account works. Now hear me out. When you use a charge card, you're borrowing money that you don't have. And if you don't pay it off in full, you pay an interest. If an investor purchases securities with margin funds, and those securities appreciate in value beyond the interest rate charged on the funds, because there's an interest rate charged when you buy securities using a margin, the investor will earn a better total return than if they had only purchased securities with their own cash. That's a gamble that you take. This is the advantage of using margin funds. That doesn't work for a new investor like me. I don't want to play with the game of margins. And then there's a downside. The brokerage firm charges interest on the margin funds for as long as the loan is outstanding, just like a credit card, increasing the investor's cost of buying the securities. Well, of course so. Just say you use a charge card and you buy a handful of products and you charged $100, but it took you 3 months to pay it off. You're paying more for the product. Do you get it? Then it says, if the securities decline in value, the investor will be underwater and will have to pay interest to the broker on top of that. On top of losing money, they have to pay the interest charged. It's interest charged. Now I say to the man, is that like the instant deposit in Robinhood? And he goes, no, but that's how the money came from Robinhood to us. It came in the form of a margin. Right here. See this right here? It should have never came that way. I didn't have any, I knew nothing about margins in my Robinhood account. So he didn't say this. I thought this today after learning about it, because I read a bunch of articles, I did some research, so I know what a margin is now in the stock market. I would rather hold a cash position. And a cash position is, say I sell American Airlines eventually. When I sell it, it goes right into my account. I can take, I'll go, okay, I want to take $25 of that money and reinvest it into another stock and buy 3 shares of some other stock or 5 shares, whatever. I can do it instantly. I'm holding a cash position. I don't want a margin position. So why was it transferred from Robinhood to my Fidelity as a margin position? And my entire portfolio was like that. So be careful, guys. I've had mixed feelings with Robinhood, and I've been following Facebook groups, and as of now, there are a lot of investors out there saying that Robinhood takes advantage of new investors. And I'm just sharing with you my experience. So I got mixed feelings about Robinhood now. I'm not very pleased. However, if that didn't happen, if this didn't happen, I would have never learned what a margin is and why it was entered into my account this way. And I was on the phone with Fidelity for over an hour, and they kept putting me on hold and bringing me back. They took really good care of me, and they did help me see the light as to why a cash position would be a better fit for me. I hope you learned something. Don't, do what you can. Join Facebook groups and follow the conversations. You learn a lot. I hope this helped you learn something, guys. I'll see you soon. You have a good one. Bye-bye.